Hey guys, today off the supply table you need to get one big sheet of white paper. You also need to get a black crayon, and everything else you need should be at your table. We always start off by putting our name on the back, Mr. Calder, and you are my 2A, B, or C, depending on which class you are in. After putting your name on it, you can flip it over, and we are going to be drawing some mountains today. So I'm going to start off by drawing a nice big triangle. Notice that my triangle touches the bottom of my paper. Once I have that triangle drawn, I'm going to start at the very tip, and I need to draw a line coming down. It could come straight down, or it could come down kind of at a diagonal. I'm going to have mine come down a little bit at a diagonal, like this. I'm going to repeat this over and over. Not all of my triangles have to be the exact same size. I might put one that kind of comes out more like this. Once that triangle is drawn, I'm going to start at the very tip and draw another diagonal coming down, just like that. I'm going to do this a whole bunch of times. Don't forget that little diagonal line. This is kind of makes it look like a pyramid almost. Gives them a little bit of 3D-ness to them. So I'm covering the bottom, going all the way to the edge of my paper. Notice too when I'm doing my diagonals that come down from the point, I usually always go the same direction. So if I go diagonal down to the right, all of them kind of come down to the right. If I go to the left, then all of them should go to the left. All right, so I've got a whole bunch of triangles on here, but I'm not done yet. Now I'm going to move up my paper a bit, and I'm going to do some triangles above them. These are going to look like they're further away, like these are being overlapped. That creates a sense of space in our artwork. So my triangle, once again, I'm coming down at a diagonal. All right, when you get about this far, you're ready to move on to the next step. So I started by doing a bunch of triangles along the bottom. Don't forget that diagonal line. And once I got them all along the bottom and to the edges of my paper, then I began to work my way up a bit. So I have about 2 or 3 different rows of triangles. This makes a nice sense of space in our work. Right? Notice I didn't go all the way to the tippy top though. Once you're done drawing them, you need to take that black crayon and you need to trace all of those lines that you just drew. Don't miss any of them. This is going to help keep our paint in those lines next class when we get to paint. Once you have all of the triangles traced, the very last thing I want you to do is take a pair of scissors and cut out along that top edge. So you're not cutting out every single triangle. You're just going along the very tippy top. If you need help figuring that out, where that line is, let me know and I can come over and help you out. If you don't get to the cutting, it's okay. We will have a little bit of class time next class as well. But please try to get this far if you can. After I've got it cut out, I can throw away my scrap. I'm going to double check the back just to make sure I didn't cut my name off. Looks like I'm okay. If you cut yours off, you'll have to rewrite it. And we're actually going to start a pile of these up front on the supply table. When you're all finished, make sure to clean up your spot, put your crayon back, throw away that scrap, and then you can do one of your choices when you're all finished.